let's take a look at the expanding Earth theory. This expanding Earth theory is actually, so far up to date, the only theory that actually has all of the land masses, the continents, fitting together without any ridiculous jostling and changing of their shape. This theory actually makes the continents all fit the way they are together. Minor adjustments from normal erosion and landslides and whatnot are to be considered minor adjustments. But basically, it fits like a glove if you shrink it down to half of its size. And half of its size is a lot less volume. Now, the gravitational situation, how does the Earth become more massive as it grows? Well, if you take a look at the expansion theory and assume that it was Noah's flood and the breaking forth of the fountains of the deep that caused the world to split apart the way it did and grow and add oceans, then we know that this is where some of the water came from and the pressure causing the movement. But how does it become more massive? Well, in the flood theory, we have rain coming down from the atmosphere up above. Like it was a frozen dome or whatever that was protecting the Earth, or something along those lines. Anyways, whatever it was up there fell to Earth. And if it was out far enough, you can see where it would be so much more mass than the Earth, of one half the size of the Earth, that it could easily account for the extra mass now in the Earth. Okay, so with less gravity and no major oceans, the dinosaurs were able to roam the entire planet, grow to enormous sizes where today's gravity, they could not be supported by their own legs. They would collapse under their own weight. Their nostrils are too small for them to breathe and live in our atmosphere, because it's so much work to move that much mass. So if they weighed less, it would be less work, and their legs would be able to support them. So these are just looking at the dinosaurs and the insects that were back then and how everything was bigger, shows that it was a less powerful gravitational force on the planet. Simply put, what we're finding in dinosaurs cannot support themselves as living creatures on today's planet. Something had to change drastically. And this proposal of an expanding Earth with the increased mass from the breaking apart and falling to Earth as rain, the sky dome that surrounded the Earth, would explain the mass increase, and the busting forth of the fountains of the deep would give the pressure to push it apart. So this whole scenario is explained by Noah's flood. And I'd like to point out that if you look with this particular theory, the big asteroid impact that killed off the dinosaurs, that crater becomes a non-factor as it disappears when you fit all the continents together. So again, it wasn't an asteroid then, according to this theory, that killed off the dinosaurs, but rather the increased gravity that killed off the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs that were on board the ark were unable to grow to the massive sizes of the past simply because gravity increased. So this is a very interesting theory, and it fits well with Noah's flood.